Hi boys and girls, today we're going to read Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. And here's Pete up here. Let's count his buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I made 4 buttons right here too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's get started. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? All right, well, one popped off and rolled away. How many are left? 1, 2, 3. Right. So we had 4. One popped off, and now there are 3. Three, 4, take away 1 equals 3. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Let's see. Another one popped off and rolled away. How many are left? 1, 2. That's right. Now there's 2 left. Here's our number 2. 2, 3. Take away 1 equals 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Let's see, another one popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 1. Here's our number 1. 1, 2. Take away 1 equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? The last one rolled away. How many are left? Let's see. 0. That's right. There's none left. 0. 1. Take away 1 equals 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt. There's no more buttons. And what do you think he saw? He looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? Let's see. His belly button! And he kept on singing his song. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. He's saying it's all good. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. Buttons come and buttons go. The end. Bye, boys and girls.